So guys, well, the mushrooms are out in Switzerland. Yay! I've just been out into the woods and had an hour, quick little bit of a look round and found some mushrooms. There's not as many out as normally, but I'll show you what I've got and sort of explain what they are. Nice to be nice. So guys, here we are, about the fourth time out trying to find mushrooms. Now, my wife and son went out the other night to fetch some bits for a project for school, for an autumn project, and they noticed the mushrooms were out. And here's my little girly basket, look. And just there is my first find of the day. And that one we call a redfoot here, rotfuss. And if you look underneath, it's called polypore. There's no gills as such, so little dots. These are all billets, and these here are all edible. That one's well past its sell-by date, but that one's not. Same thing, redfoot. Yum yum. Here's a nice patch. Now they're hard to spot, you have to sort of get your eye tuned in, but I can see 3 or 4 here, and I think there's a staples, which in UK we call them a penny bun. One. 2, or redfoot. Now in here there's also champignons. That there was a penny bun, but it's obviously no good, bugs have eaten it. It's like a brown top, looks like a stone, I suppose that's why they call it staples here. That was no good either. But again, it's a polypore, it's got the same the same sort of gills, which are tubular and not gills as such. Just looking now. It'd be good if I can find some other types. Say, I like chanterelles, and I've only found them a couple of times here. Manlier. Too small. And if you spot any, shout oi. There's one. If we don't eat all these, we'll end up drying them, because they do dry well. These are nice ones, not had too much bug damage, although the bug holes taste of nothing. Past it. Horseshoe fungus. Poisonous but not nice to eat. Don't know what that one is, so I'll leave it alone, but it's very pretty. More stuff that the bugs have beat me to. Now just up here, last year I found some chanterelles in this, where they've had a tractor trailer in or something. If I don't find any today, I'll keep coming back until we start getting frosts, because you never know. if they come one year, they should come the next. Although it's been so dry, and the winters or the autumn's really late. There's a lot of what people call, I think, the honey mushrooms, but some say they're edible and some say they're not so edible. And again, I've seen some in the States or Canada, I think, some guy collecting them on Pine Tree Outdoors, and they could be just a slightly different genus here, but they don't generally eat them here. Looking. Like I say, if you spot anything, shout hoy. Checking that grass. It's usually a bit damper. It's not unknown, quite a lot of people collect mushrooms here, so this place could have been gone over once or twice already. Although if I stick side, what I've found so far has been pretty close to the side of the road. People probably just tend not to look down there. I'll keep looking. So I've walked up that from down there and looked at that side. I looked everywhere, obviously. You just have to keep your eye out, and then when you spot one, you have a good look around. But I'll quarter it and walk through and see what I can find. So here we go. Champignons. These are lovely. These taste so creamy, you won't believe it. Last year I got a lot of these here. I suppose I'll just have to keep coming back, and they are and easy to ID. Look, if you split them before you cook them or eat them, split them to make sure they're not going dark in the middle where they're forming spores. They should be just white all the way through. But they are one of my fave. Last year in this area there were loads of champignons, but there's not so many this year. Again, it could be because it's been so dry. Just have to check that. No, don't know what it is. Lovely colour, very purple. Got a photo now. I'll try and ID that later. There's a few of them here. Well, I'll say, it started off well. It seems to be petering off. Somebody could have already been up here and picked, and the ones that were left by side of the road didn't get picked. Or could be the fact that the water's running down there, or what motor we've had, and it's damper down there. What I'm going to do is have a look on that side. I did alright off that side last year. And just down there is the secret river. I haven't been finding any gold this year, unfortunately. I'm just on the other side of the road now. Have a quick look down here. I've only been an hour, and it's quite a pleasant little walk. And I don't think I've got a bad haul there. There's a good meal there. Quick look over here. Again, I'm sure down there it'd be pretty good, but I can't be bothered to plan down there. Most people won't. haven't got the energy today, or the inclination. Here we go. Don't know what they are. Bulbous bottom, doesn't look good though. Make a photo. Again, I can always try and ID them later. Oh yes, bonus mushrooms. Actually, that feels a bit soft. See it's black inside. And that was actually as well. That's turning. It should be white, you see, inside all the way through. So they have been out a while. Keep looking. So that's it. There's a few about, but it's not fantastic. But the only thing I can say is we've had sort of a late autumn. I mean, it's still quite warm now, and it's just been so dry. And I've only sort of, I walked up there a few hundred yards, well, not even, maybe a couple of hundred yards, and I've come along this front here because like I say, I found a lot of champignons there last year. I'm sure there'll be some more if we get some rain. We have just had no rain this year, or nothing that you can speak of. So I think everything's late. If the frost comes in really early, then we probably won't get many mushrooms at all. But when I'm usually gold prospecting, I usually go and have a look around, you know, at this time of year. Well, I'm not fit enough for it at the minute, unfortunately. Bending down picking a mushroom is a bit easier than pumping buckets of wet gravel about. It's pleasant for a little walk in the woods, and you get home with something to go with your bacon and eggs. So guys, now I'm at home, I'll give you a quick better look at these. See, these are all bullets. I know about 5 or 6 different types what we can collect here. There's a few, well, there's loads I probably don't. Fortunate thing here is there's a place in village where we can go and have them ID'd, but you can see, if you look at the gills on that, they're not gills, are they? They're tubes, yeah? So that's a ballotti. Now I've only got 2 types here, unfortunately. And that's what we call a red fuss, or a rock fuss, yeah? Oh, that's what the Swiss call it. I don't know the name in English. And that's another one that's dead easy to identify. I mean, look at it, you see little spikes on it. Yeah, that's dead easy to identify, and you can't go wrong with them. They're really nice and creamy flavour. Now, as I say, the only thing you've got to do is cut them in half just to make sure that they're not brown inside. And all this type that are here in Switzerland are edible. Every one that's a polypo, it's polypo, it's cerbitubular gills. Now I would say is obviously, if get yourself a guidebook. If you're in North America, Paul Stammet does some good books. Obviously most of the stuff is pretty similar to Europe and America, but you can buy particular books for your area, and these taste better than any mushrooms you can buy. These are so much better than button mushrooms, you know. I mean, you do occasionally get a bit of a slug damage, but the slug damage tastes of nothing. Cut round it, you know. But they're superb.